All right, thanks all. We'll start the meeting tonight. It's 5:31. Madam City Clerk, would you mind calling the roll?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Mayor Kelly Krebs.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Robert Parkhurst.
Here.
Madam Mayor, Councilmember Edward Garcia was previously excused from this evening's meeting. Councilmember Jean Goss.
Here.
And Councilmember Christine Lowe.
Present.
Madam Mayor, we have a quorum this evening.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and Inspiration?
It'd be my honor. Would you please stand? So I'm going to do one thing before we start. When we say the Pledge of Allegiance, there's no comma after God. So it's not one nation under God, it's one nation under God. So if you can join that with me when we do that, it's a little bit of a stickler, but we're going to try that tonight. So, all right, so ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So, for my reflection this evening, I want to give some thanks, and I'm really thankful for our public safety employees of the city. Yesterday afternoon, I was headed down to a meeting on Montecito, and a fire engine from Arcadia came up Mountain Trail. As I was headed down Montecito to the meeting, a hook and ladder truck from Pasadena came up Baldwin. And in the last 5 years since we've had a professional fire department, we've been part of automatic aid. Now, prior to having our professional department, we're part of mutual aid. That may not sound like a huge difference, but it is. Mutual aid means you have to ask for help. Automatic aid is just that. It's automatic. It comes. It comes based on the event and the risk to the community. And this saves precious minutes, which saves lives and saves property. And so I think it was a real, really brought home the message to me about the value that we've got of our fire department. On Saturday, our police department arrested a suspect in connection with a hit-and-run incident in town. The interesting thing about this incident was that it was for a hit-and-run between a pedestrian and a cyclist. The pedestrian was an older resident of the city and resulted in serious injuries to that resident. But thanks to the hard work of our detectives and patrol personnel, we were able to identify and apprehend that individual. We're extremely fortunate to have such incredible, dedicated professionals serving the city and making us much safer. And it's one of the things that makes the city so special and why I am so proud to serve on this council. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I would like to consider tonight's agenda, if there are any changes, or if not, a motion to approve.
Madam Mayor, I think I'd like to move to remove the presentation from the Unite Church of Pasadena. I think that they're not able to attend tonight.
Great, thank you. I think that was posted already. Thank you. Any other? Then I would entertain a motion to approve the meeting agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I would entertain a motion to approve for reading of resolution ordinance by title only.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Voice vote next time.
It didn't come out. It literally was like.
All right, in consideration of the meeting minutes from our last meeting on March 26th, did we have any changes, Madam City Clerk?
Madam Mayor, the City Clerk's office did not receive any requests for amendments to the minutes.
Anything from? All right, well then I will entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes from March 26th.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. All of the logistics are taken care of. Who would like to start with our mayor and city council reports? Please.
One item, I filled in for Councilmember Garcia last week on the Senior Community Commission meeting last Thursday, and they made a momentous decision that day and told everyone in the room to be quiet about it until tonight. So I'm going to be quiet about it. I'm going to let the members of the commission come up later and talk about it. That's my report.
Thank you. A teaser.
I know.
Councilmember Lowe?
So it's been a pretty busy couple weeks. On March 30th, I attended the Easter Bunny event for the Sierra Madre Professional Firefighters Association, and it was outstanding. It was pouring rain. We had a 2.5-hour long line.
Wow.
And everyone loved it. Instead of doing the golden egg, what they did is they labeled certain bags with a golden leaf, and if they handed out your little bag with your candy was the gold leaf, then that means you got the golden egg basket. So it was really fantastic. There was a lot of participation. One of the greatest parts of it is that we had so many firefighters that had left our city because they back when we were either volunteer or right when we started, they seeked other employment, and they all came back with their kids to participate because they said they still felt like this is their family. We had our retired fire chiefs there with their grandkids now, and so it was really an awesome event. So thank you, firefighters. On April 2nd, I attended the Rotary meeting. They have a new book out that's really fantastic. It shows a lot of the different businesses in Sierra Madre. It lists all of our events as well as other events in town, and it's a great resource. So I'm really encouraging people to take a look at it. We have a couple copies out here in the lobby, and they will be at events in town also to show you all the things that they have to offer and what fantastic job they're doing. Also on the 4th, I attended the Planning Commission, and I'm happy to say that they approved Emmy's wine and beer license. So Emmy's is now going to have a wine and beer license, and that's going to be fun. And then on April 5th, I was invited to attend the Verdugo Fire Academy's Career Trek presentation, and it was a really exciting event because I got to see where most of our firefighters that can come over to our city and all of the surrounding cities here, they either go to Rio Hondo or they go to Verdugo Fire Academy. And it was neat to see like how they train, what they train on, and then they're also notifying us that as well as having their EMT program, they're starting a paramedic program starting in fall 2025. So that was kind of exciting as well.
Great. Well, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem.
So it's shocking, but I had another CPA meeting since the last meeting. The other thing, and Councilmember Lowe forgot about it, was that she and I went to the San Gabriel City Council,
Oh, yes.
where we had a but thank you, because I get a chance, because this was fascinating. We had a proclamation thanking former Mayor John Harrington for his service. What was fascinating about it was the hall was packed. It was standing room only. They had to have the police and fire departments were pushing people out into the the lobby and into the overflow room. And it was residents, public officials, not just from the city or from neighboring cities like our own, but from the state legislature as well as Representative Chu. So it was a really incredible event showing the amount of civic service and appreciation for their city. So it was great to see a sister city doing something like that. So that's all I have to report.
I was actually on spring break last week, so my report is short. I did the week before, right after, a couple days after our last meeting, I attended the county sanitation district meeting. Not a lot to report there, other than that they are already pre-planning for a fee increase in the 2025 fiscal year, and they are already starting to talk about rolling that out and talking to the member cities about that increase, and it'll be, you know, a higher increase than I think it's been in the past. They've had relatively low fee increases over the last decade or so, but there's some meaningful infrastructure improvements that need to be done. I don't know if folks know, but a couple years ago during our, not this wet season, but last wet season, they had a pretty serious overflow incident down in the Long Beach area, and I think that's prompted the need to overhaul a number of the systems in our sanitation district. We are fortunately in that context upstream, so probably don't need to worry about as much those types of issues. But you know, they need to make sure that the infrastructure that we're flowing into is not causing those issues downstream. So that was that meeting, and I'm happy to be here tonight. So I do have a few announcements, and actually maybe So unfortunately, this Saturday was our community bike ride, but it has to be canceled due to the rain that's in the forecast again. And so we are looking to perhaps do a substitute ride later in the month, and those plans are ongoing because literally this decision to cancel was made today. We do have another event a couple weeks later, hoping that there's no rain, on the 27th from 10 to 2 to celebrate Earth Day. So we've done this in the past, so we're going to have booths and festivities at Memorial Park by the band shell. So please come out and enjoy that. It's always an interesting group of folks presenting in the booths. As always, our PSA for commissioner applications, we are looking for 3 new commissioners, 2 for our Senior Community Commission and 1 for our Planning Commission. So the terms begin on July 1st, so do get those applications in, and you can talk to Madam City Clerk for more information on those applications. And then, sort of following up on the teaser, I actually do have, am I doing this now? Okay, never mind. More of a teaser. All right, and so now we'll open it up to public comment for items not on the agenda. I'm not going to read the code of conduct, but you have 3 minutes, and please introduce yourself and your address if you're a local resident when you approach the podium. And if you are making profane or other disruptive comments, we may ask you to leave, or may ask you to stop, and if you don't, then we may ask you to leave. But I don't expect that this evening, so I welcome any comments.
Madam Mayor, we do have 2 speaker cards this evening. The first from Patrick Holland.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council, City Manager, and staff. My name is Pat Holland. I'm on the Senior Community Commission, and I live at 101 Colony Drive. Chair Kroc and I are here tonight to announce the 2024 Older American of the Year Award. The Commission met last Thursday on our regular scheduled meeting and reviewed all the nominations we had, and we had some very well-deserving citizens of Sierra Madre. And we had to pick just one outstanding nominee. This well-deserving person has been a very active volunteer in our wonderful community. She's been involved in the community emergency response team. She's a volunteer with the police department, and by participating and supporting all community events, informational booths, covering traffic posts, and our numerous community activities, and helping the police department with data entry in the records division. She's also an active member of the Women's Club. She helped organize the murder mystery fundraising dinner to preserve the Essex House, and is instrumental in making the community prayer breakfast happen this year for the 50th time, in spite of some challenges at the last minute. We met with her and her husband this morning to let her know she was selected, and she was definitely surprised and excited. We had a small reception here in council chambers, and I think she still can't believe this has happened, but it's well deserved. She has volunteered her time and services for many years in our city, and it is with a great honor and pleasure to let you know that the Senior Commission has selected as the 2024 Older American of the Year, and her name is Mary Carney. And she was as you know, Mary's in the back. She has a little trouble walking, so she decided to stay up there. So anyway, we wanted to let you know, and there's going to be a reception on May 8th from 4:30 to 6:30 at the Hart Park House. You're all invited to attend. There'll be food catered by Only Place in Town, and there'll be refreshments, liquid, of course. That's part of the Senior Commission. So anyway, you're all invited to attend, and we're very happy that Mary has been selected. Thank you.
Thank you. So, piggybacking on that, we also wanted to congratulate Mary for this very deserving award. I don't have much to add to past Chair Kroc's description because he did such a nice job, but I mean, just in general, Mary has worked tirelessly in our town to support and encourage all people, but particularly women students, women-owned businesses, and women entering their senior years throughout her work with the Women's Club, and really just made a career in life of attention to detail, consistent quality of work, and pride in her work. And so on behalf of the City Council, we congratulate Mary on her well-deserved award as the Sierra Madre Older American of the Year, and I will deliver these myself.
Just stand up. Mary.
All right, did you say we had another public comment? 2 cards?
Yes, we did. Thank you. We do. The second speaker card is from Patricia Kroc from the Senior Commission as well.
You'll notice the commissioners travel in packs because there's safety in numbers. Anyway, I'm Pat Kroc. I live on Fairview in Sierra Madre, and I just wanted 2 brief announcements. As Mayor Krebs mentioned, there are going to be 2 vacancies for the Senior Commission. So if you're interested in having a good time serving the community and the seniors in the community, please get an application from City Hall, and we'll be in touch with you there. And also, the senior lunch program is in full swing. We meet and eat Monday through Thursday, 11:30 at the Hart Park House for a nutritious, huge meal. There is a $3 suggested donation. If you can't do that, no problem. On Thursdays, you get a free frozen meal to take home to enjoy for the weekend. So if you're tired of eating those cheese and crackers around the TV, come on down to the Park House and meet some new friends and have some food. And just get out of the house and you don't have to do the dishes. So thank you all.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Madam Mayor, at this time we have no other speaker cards submitted.
Great, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, great. We'll move on. So we have 3 presentations tonight. The first is a presentation of a proclamation relating to National Donate Life Month, which was established in 2003 and is celebrated every April. It features local and national activities to educate and encourage Americans to register as donors, consider living donation, and to celebrate those who have saved and healed lives through the gift of donation. So the Sierra Madre City Council and the city joins One Legacy in taking steps to raise awareness of the vital need for organ and tissue donors. So I would like to present this proclamation to One Legacy, who's represented tonight by Susan Lesniak.
Yes, you did.
Whereas organ, eye, tissue, marrow, and blood donation are life-giving acts recognized worldwide as expressions of compassion to those in need, more than 100,000 individuals nationwide and more than 20,000 in California are currently on the National Organ Transplant waiting list, and on average, 17 people die each day waiting. Whereas a single individual's donation of the heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, pancreas, and small intestine can save up to 8 lives. Organ donors have saved more than 46,000 lives last year, the most ever. Whereas California residents can sign up to be organ, eye, and tissue donors when applying for or renewing their driver's license or ID cards at the DMV or by visiting donatelifecalifornia.org. Now, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of National Donate Life Month, the month of April 2024 is hereby proclaimed DMV Donate Life Month in the city of Sierra Madre. And in doing so, we encourage all Californians and all Sierra Madreans to check yes online or when applying for or renewing their driver's license or ID card at the DMV. Presented this 9th day of April 2024 by the City Council of the City of Sierra Madre. Thank you very much. Would you like to share your experience with the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, please, do at the
So-
podium, just at the podium so that
Oh.
folks online can hear.
No, he's adding to you.
So council, thanks for you guys for letting me come up here. December 2022, I received the gift of life. I received a donor kidney, which pretty much saved my life and gave me new hope and new purpose. So One Legacy really means a lot to me because I did get a deceased donor through One Legacy. So this proclamation means a lot to me, my family, and the city. So thank you for what you do.
We're looking forward to seeing you as an ambassador.
I'm going to let you hold this and then. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming up.
Mind if I say a few things?
Oh, yes.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for continuing to partner with One Legacy. This has been many years that you've been doing this. These proclamations are valuable to us, and we will display them at the April 27th Run Walk. That's at Azusa Pacific College. 9 o'clock in the morning, but it opens early with a little pre-show and everything. And what I wanted to say is, in addition to the facts that you just read off of this, One Legacy is the largest OPO in the country because we've got over 20 million people in the 7 counties that it oversees. It deals with, it has more than 400 staff, and there's probably almost that amount of ambassadors that go out to do the outreach, like me. They're cutting edge. The facility's right down the street. There are jobs to be had also. If there's anybody in your town with that inclination for any kind of medical, social working type things, because One Legacy is the bridge between donors and recipients. And the donor families receive a lot of grief counseling and honoring the loved ones that passed on the gift of life. I am a heart transplant recipient, and it's been 3.5 years. So I am blessed, truly blessed. I don't know the donor's family, or obviously not the donor, but I continue to do this work because it's important to me to get the message out. And, you know, I want to thank you guys for having the new fire department, because EMTs played a role in saving my life several times, getting me to the hospital until I had my bridge to transplant. I found out at the age of 33 that I had cardiomyopathy, which the doctors at that point said, well, you're looking at a transplant in your future. And quite frankly, when you're young and you're mobile, running around doing your life, you just really don't believe these stories. At 17, when I registered to be donor, I never thought that I would be on the recipient side by the age of 59. So it can happen to anybody with any organ. And I don't want to go into medical stuff, but it's really, really, really the best legacy that you can give at that end time of your life. And so I want to thank you all for continue to support us, okay?
Thank you, and thank you for your work. That was a nice segue, because our next presentation is by Chief Bartlett to introduce our new, recently hired firefighters.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, and Council. It is my distinct pleasure to stand before you tonight to introduce the newest members of the Sierra Madre Fire Department. This is a momentous occasion as our department and our community, or occasion for our department and our community, as we are now fully staffed for the first time as we've transitioned into the career department. These men and lady joining us, our ranks today, represent a culmination of extensive training, dedication, and a commitment to serving our community with excellence. We are incredibly fortunate to have individuals of such high caliber joining our team, bringing with them a wealth of knowledge, skill, and passion for their work. I must extend my gratitude for the unwavering support that we have received from City Council, City Management, and the entire community. Your trust and investment in our department have allowed us to grow and flourish, enabling us to provide the highest level of care and service to the residents of Sierra Madre. As Fire Chief, I am deeply honored to lead this extraordinary group of firefighters, and together we will continue to uphold the values of integrity, professionalism, and dedication that will define our department. Our commitment to safeguarding the lives and property of those we serve remains firm, and I am confident with the addition of our new firefighters, we will only strengthen our ability to fulfill this mission. And this is going to be just a little quick introduction of our 4 newest firefighters, which a couple of them are a little bit long overdue. We've had probably 6 months now, I think, here, Sawyer, maybe 7 by now, up into our second shift. So I wanted to bring everybody forward that's definitely joined the department within the last year and pretty much the last 6 months. So starting with, I guess, our most senior newest person. There's a little bio that they kind of wrote about themselves. So a little introduction into who's now part of our community and serving the citizens of Sierra Madre. Sawyer Wooten, who's to the council's right and to the audience's left there, resides in Yucaipa with his girlfriend Caitlin. His hobbies are camping, fishing, hiking, snowboarding, water skiing, mountain biking, and spending time with family and friends. Before working at Sierra Madre, Sawyer worked at Downey Fire as an ambulance operator and Newport Beach Fire as a firefighter paramedic. Sawyer looks forward to completing probation and applying his skills towards specialties like fire line medic, urban search and rescue, and tactical medic. Sawyer also looks forward to serving the citizens of Sierra Madre and being part of the fire family. Jessica Johnson, more formally known in the department as JJ, was born and raised in Lakewood. She attended Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to play collegiate soccer and graduated with a BA in kinesiology. She decided to transition her passion for helping others into a career in emergency services. JJ completed her EMT certification and gained valuable experience working as an emergency medical technician with Falk Ambulance. She recently received an AA in fire science and her Firefighter 1 certificate at Rio Hondo College. To gain practical experience, JJ seized the opportunity to serve as a reserve firefighter with the Sierra Madre Fire Department for 6 months. This hands-on experience provided her with invaluable insights into the demands and responsibilities of firefighting. Outside of JJ's firefighting duties, she likes to be outdoors as much as possible and spend time with family and friends. JJ desires to give back, extends beyond her professional career as she aspires to become a mentor to the next generation of firefighters. To JJ's right there, we have Russell Shirley. And both Russell and our next firefighter here, this is basically their second week here, so they're really new for us. Russell is an Army veteran. Thank you for your service, Russell. With 4 years of fire experience working for CAL FIRE Riverside County. Before joining the Sierra Madre Fire Department, here's a fun fact that I'm sure our council would appreciate. Russell is actually currently campaigning for a Temecula City Council District 5 seat, as well as working for as a full-time firefighter here for Sierra Madre. Russell is currently working his second shift since becoming a Sierra Madre Fire, joining the Sierra Madre Fire Department, and is already proving his value as one of our newest members. Christopher Edmondson, and he brought his lovely family here. It's always great. As we all know, Sierra Madre is one big family, so we definitely welcome Chris and his family. His wife Amber and their 5-year-old son Wyatt. They reside in Chino, where Chris and his wife were born and raised. They enjoy the beach, Lake Havasu, typical firefighter, and camping as a family. Along with spending time with family, Chris likes restoring old cars and keeping his lawn looking the best on the block. Chris started his interest in becoming a firefighter at the age of 14 by joining Chino Valley Fire Explorers. From there, he attended Mount Sac Fire Academy and obtained his EMT. He started working for an ambulance company. And then Chris worked as a reserve for Chino Fire and volunteered for Morongo Valley Fire Department. He put himself through paramedic school and as a result was hired with Morongo Fire Department. Morongo Tribal Fire Department as a firefighter paramedic. He gained great experience in wildland firefighting, furthered his education by taking urban search and rescue classes, and even went to the truck academy as well as some management classes. Chris accepted a job with Compton Fire Department in 2009 and spent the next 15 years there, achieving vast experience as a paramedic. He also joined the Area E Urban Search and Rescue Team, and Chris is also qualified to be deployed as a wildland paramedic. Chris brings 20 plus years of experience to the Sierra Madre Fire Department. And with that, I'd like to basically take the opportunity to go through a little tradition that we do, and that's the badge pinning. So I'm going to hope that I get these right. The names kind of came off of them, unfortunately, but here we go. Hopefully you guys remember your badge numbers already because your stickers came off. GJ, I know I got you there. Sawyer, perfect. So we'll have, if we would, we'll have Sawyer come up here. And I guess I get to do the honors for some of these folks. We'll just make this nice and
Thank you very much.
all right. Yep, JJ. Russell, if you would. Notice that we're getting bigger here. Get a rugby team or something, basketball team. And we definitely don't want to lose these guys. We don't want to lose these guys. I'm going to find turnouts and equipment for these two. It's a definite. And we're going to have the honors? Yes, ma'am. Here we go. Kind of a tradition. Family usually does this as well. So we'll have Chris's wife and son do the honors here. In closing, I ask that you join me in welcoming our new firefighters to the Sierra Madre Department, our fire department family. Their presence not only enhances our capability, but also reinforces our shared commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of our community. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Last bit, because sometimes it doesn't go through. I don't want to take all night. years, it would have taken me that long with everyone.
Sure, we don't have our own tall councilman to join you. Are you good? Welcome, welcome to community. Nice to meet you, thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
Congratulations, welcome to us. Oh, you're so sweet.
It's one of my favorite things about City Council, welcoming our new public safety officers. So now I would welcome Public Works Director Yanez to come up and give an update on the library renovation project.
Doesn't work that well.
I apologize, we're gonna try to restart again.
Sure.
Crossing my fingers. I'm not sure what that error is.
I'll go off this paper, James. I'll just go off of this. Good evening, Madam Mayor, Pro Tem, members of the City Council. I will ask you to direct your eyes to the screen. Unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties. But there was a handout of the schedule that should be in front of you. I would like to bring your attention the Sierra Madre Library schedule. Oh, here we go. It's on the screen now. This is the current schedule that we have that was compiled by Vertex along with myself and the Public Works Department. What we're looking at right now, we are in line column C, which is bidding preparations. That's where we're at right now. So right now, Vertex is currently working on making the preparations, the language, the boilerplate information for the bids to go out. As you can see, it works down to the preparation of the bidding documents. As of right now, we're looking at a groundbreaking ceremony, so sometime in mid-July. Weather permitting, that's where we're at. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, do you have any questions?
Madam Mayor?
Yes, please.
I'm geeking out. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping to see. I look forward to following up on it and looking into this in more detail. So thank you for the effort to put together, and thank you for the partners to do that. So thrilled.
Thank you, sir. If you would, your attention to the right side of the document, what I'll be doing is I will be making a presentation on a quarterly basis based on construction, timelines, delays, etc. So this schedule here shows a 3-month review. 3 months from now, this will change. Then moving forward until completion of the project. Mayor Pro Tem, I understand there was a question from you at our last council meeting.
I was about to follow up on that, so thank you.
Yes, sir. In response, yes, the building will be electrical. This will, there are many regulations as of January of 2023 in regards to AB 32. I would like the city to comply with that. What does AB 32 mean is the fact that we will need to comply with the California Green Building Standard codes. These are very strict codes that the state of California has pretty much put on all new construction. And this includes non-residential structures, including new buildings and or portions of existing buildings. So in this case, we fall under that bracket. Additions, alterations, etc. That is something that was on my mind. That's something that I would like for us to pursue. TSK and Vertex is on board with that, along with the fact that we will be using green, energy efficient materials, windows, roofing materials, AC vac, vents, etc. I hope that answers your question, Mayor Pro Tem.
It does very much so. So doubly pleased tonight. Thank you so
Very
much.
good. Any other questions, folks?
Any other questions? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, moving on to the action item portion of our agenda. We have 2 items on our consent calendar, and that is our only action item for the evening.
And Madam Mayor, we do have 2 emails received for public comment on item B. Both emails were forwarded to the City Council and uploaded to the city's website for public inspection. The City Council is being asked to consider 2 resolutions this evening. Consent item A is for consideration of Resolution 24-24, approving certain demands. It is recommended by city staff that the City Council adopt Resolution 24-24. The second item on the agenda is Resolution 24-23, establishing a fee waiver program for temporary use permit applications. It is recommended that the City Council approve and adopt Resolution 24-23. Madam Mayor, this concludes my report.
Thank you. So I will ask first if council has any questions on item A, the warrants?
None.
Any questions on item B with respect to our fee waiver program? Okay, great. Then I will open this up for public comment, noting the emails that the city clerk mentioned previously.
Madam Mayor, we have no speaker cards submitted for the consent calendar.
Okay, great. So I will bring it back to council for discussion, or if no discussion, a motion to approve.
Move to approve the consent calendar.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And now, I feel a little weird, especially given our last few meetings. If anyone has any thing they'd like to bring up for future agenda items, or not, so we can have meetings like this. I'm kidding, obviously. If you have items for future agenda, please do raise them. Wow, we're so efficient tonight.
Yep.
So then I would look for a motion to adjourn.
To adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And we are adjourned at 6:14.